What's going on, champs and chambettes? It's FireMonkey here, and the WWE X Fortnite cosmetics have officially been decrypted last night around 2 hours before shop reset. So for today's YouTube video, we'll be hopping on the private server to showcase all of those new cosmetics to you. However, before we begin, I wanted to be on the normal Fortnite game because I actually had to go here to showcase one of the cosmetics. And the reason why is because once we hop over on the private server, you will actually notice how Bianca Belair's actual face is kind of glitched. And the entire reason for that is because Epic Games had an issue where they kind of, messed up the texturing, or I guess, didn't even put the textures for the face in the files. So regardless if you had like disabled streaming textures and everything else, on or whatever, you would still have to have that face texture streamed to you, which simply can't really be done from a private server, which is why, we have our own little workaround here. So let me go ahead and load into this replay we have over here, just called hi_dumped, and we'll firstly showcase Bianca Belair's whole entire face and everything properly without any weird issues or technical difficulties. And this is available to be done because the AS key has been decrypted for those who are actually, part of the content creator early cosmetic program and are out there actually trying to showcase the cosmetics to people. Now, I'm not for sure if I actually set up the pickaxe and everything to be accurate, but at least from what we see in this actual, replay, we will have the main skin itself, and of course being like an island by ourselves and everything, but we will still have everything. And as you can see right here, even though an emote is a little glitched, I'm not really for sure what to make of this. We do have the proper face texture. So once we actually hit the ground here, we can go ahead and pause it and see what Bianca actually looks like, in game with the proper face texture and everything else with their pickaxe as well. So this is the first skin, a part of the whole entire WWE X Fortnite collaboration. And let me know if you want more in-game showcases for the future. But as you can see here, we have a nice little design. Now this isn't with any of the variants or anything, but we also have this pickaxe that has a unique hit animation. Basically, whenever you hit with it, it does the little like kissy lips thing that is kind of all over the outfit and everything else, which you'll see once we're on the private server. But yeah, I thought I would go ahead and work on a replay mode setting for you guys to actually see this, because the face is going to be a little broken when we hop in normal Fortnite. Alright, and now here we are on the private server, and you can see what I was kind of talking about the face texture being missing. I really don't understand why everything kind of happens like this, but that is just something to keep in mind, right? It's just like a weird little occurrence that only happens on the skin because of the fact that, the whole like texture streaming system Epic Games has in place caused the face texture to not even be put in the game file, so it gets streamed to you no matter what. But of course, this is the first style, the main Bianca style with the whole entire like jacket off and everything. We also have the realist style right here, which is, like a different color scheme and everything for Bianca, but we also have entrance gear, which is a jacket basically put on, right? So you can see how it has that design with this variant, and then with this variant, oh wait, whoops, wrong one. With this variant, it still kind of has the same design with the jacket, but you're able to kind of mix and match it with what you want, except it does also, if you notice closely, get like the little bit of like aligning and gets less like shiny and stuff with the different styles that they've got here. Other than that though, all the other cosmetics do show up properly in game. So we have Becky Lynch right over here, who we can see properly. Now, she has her own variants as well, and of course the jacket and stuff is the same type of things that you saw previously with Bianca, but it is interesting to see how Epic Games is actually going about these cosmetics, especially when they release in the item shop tonight at shop reset, and how they're making everything kind of, flow uniquely together so that, it all looks nice to wear in the game. Now, regarding the back blings and everything, we do actually have some synergy going on here. The disarm her shield back bling actually works with the pickaxe, so it'll be de-equipped from the back whenever you're using the pickaxe. And then we also have the toughest shield back bling. This one doesn't really have any special effects to it, but it is, just a shiny little back bling for you to use in game. Now, if we go ahead and go over to the pickaxes here, we have two to show you. First is the disarmor blade. As you can see, it will take the entire shield and make it the pickaxe. And since we actually get a 3D preview, if we were to, for example, to equip the back bling, you can still see how it doesn't show up here, which I do think is supposed to happen. Like if you do a different thing, it will still show your normal back bling. Yeah, so you can see that whenever you have the back bling and pickaxe both equipped, it will literally just kind of get rid of your back bling when you're using it as a pickaxe, because it is the entire shield. Now for the hit sound, you can hear it right there. It has a nice little, like golden little effect going on there. But it is a pretty simplistic cosmetic that I do enjoy. Now, the COD hammer right here is for Bianca, and it has a very interesting hit effect that I actually wasn't expecting at all. So whenever you hit with it, you get that whole entire like kiss effect that I mentioned earlier. And it's an interesting effect that I didn't really think would be there, but it's something that, I almost want to pick up just so I can see how like visually like appealing it is or whatever. Like, because whenever you use some pickaxes and stuff in the game, you won't really have too much of like a crazy effect going on sometimes. Like if we use this, for example, example, you have a little bit of like green happening, a little bit of those glowing effects and whatnot. But when you actually start getting special effects like this, where instead of like a little boom, you of course get that, but it's mainly more focused on a little animation that's unique to the specific pickaxe, it definitely does add a lot of flair to it. And then of course, if you want to know what the broken face texture looks like with her back bling, you can see it right here. Now of course it was made more for the realist style, as you can see, and if you have the actual like jacket on, it doesn't really match too well. It matches more like without the jacket, but at the same time, you know, you still have a lot of combinations you're actually able to do here. And then for the final bit of this collaboration, we have the Superstar Celebration emote that has the description of "and new Raw Women's Champions." Now, this is an emote that originally was speculated to be, one you could only do when you got a victory royale in a match. However, it appears that that was actually false information, because this emote can be done absolutely whenever you want to. If you want to do this emote while you're in game having fun or whatever, you can do that. If you want to do this emote while you're winning a match, you can do that. If you want to do this emote on Party Royale or whatever, you can do that as well. And of course, like, it synergizes with every skin, so you can do like Yuji, for example, from the JJK collaboration, and still do the Superstar Celebration emote. You could do skins like John Cena, whatever you want. It's just a emote that works and is the same way for every single skin in the game. So definitely, it's something I would say to try out and, purchase if you think you would use it pretty often. And plus, even if it's not a Victory Royale exclusive emote, it's still an emote that I can see a lot of people using whenever they get a Victory Royale to be like, look, I'm the champion of the match and everything else. But yeah, this is the whole entire WWE x Fortnite collaboration that'll be dropping in the item shop tonight. The bundle that includes both skins, both back blings, the pickaxe, and the emote right here are going to be around 2,400 V-Bucks, so keep that in mind if you're trying to figure out what you want to save up for, or if you want to buy one of the cosmetics individually. Each cosmetic will most likely cost like 1,500 for, the skin and back bling, and especially for Becky, it might be a little bit more since the skin and back bling and pickaxe are all synergized together, meaning that you can't just buy the skin and back bling. You would have to buy the pickaxe as well when you were going for the whole entire like Becky combo, meaning that, when we get Becky, it might be a little bit more expensive on its own than Bianca actually is in game. But just keep that in mind, and with that said, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. I'm sorry about the weird oddities that happen every so often, like the face glitching stuff right here. I will try working on a way to fix that for the future. I don't know if I'll really be able to find anything, but yeah, I was like, what, since they are decrypted in the normal game, I can at least hop into a replay mode so you can see what it's supposed to look like with the proper face texturing on it. With that said, however, I'll catch you champs and champions next time with another video. Peace out.